Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is reading the book, I have it here, A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. I have heard a lot about this online. I've heard it has the ability to change people, so I don't know how I feel about it. I'm quite nervous going into it. I'm not exactly sure what to expect. I've heard it's really sad. I have watched some videos on it, but I've always watched spoiler-free ones, so I don't know what happens in here. But I'm going to read it, and I thought I would take you guys along on the journey with me. So let's get into the book and see what happens. Right, everybody, so little update. I've just reached part 2, The Postman, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I can understand why loads of people online have said the writing's really good, because I'm really enjoying the writing style. I'm about 80 pages in and I'm hooked already. So far we've been following 4 characters, Malcolm, Willem, Jude and JB, their relationship with each other and their time after university basically. And like I say, I'm really enjoying it so far. But I do recommend, if you're going to read this, to look up trigger warnings first, because even though nothing horrendous has been implied yet, there's still things that could be triggering to certain people, so I do recommend looking up those before you pick the book up. But other than that, like I say, really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the writing style. I love the character of Willem. He's just such a caring person. I think he's my favourite so far. So I'm really hoping that nothing bad happens to him. But I feel like, with what I've seen online, this is very much the calm before the storm. I'm going to keep reading and see where it goes from here. I'm going to update you all a bit later. Right everybody, I've just reached part 2 of A Little Life, and something really good's just happened for the character Jude. It was a really nice scene. It was really heartwarming. It was lovely, but I can't help but feel like I'm being lulled into a false sense of security. There has been some quite sad parts so far, but I feel like it gets worse as the book goes on. That's what I've heard anyway. So even though this really happy bit's just happened, I'm sort of waiting for the bad, if that makes sense. I'm still really enjoying the writing. The writing is absolutely beautiful. I'm not normally one to annotate a book, but I have put some little sticky notes in this because there's some quotes that I really do like, and I will probably look back on. So the fact that I'm annotating it says a lot, really. But again, still really enjoying it. It is a really amazing piece of writing, and I understand why it has the hype that it does. But again, just to reiterate, if you are going to read this, I do suggest reading trigger warnings, because there is a lot, so just be wary of that. But other than that, I think it's a really good book. So I'm going to carry on reading and see what happens from here. Okay, so I've just finished part 3. We've just had a bit of JB's story. It was quite sad, and I feel like things are getting a little more bleak now. But I am still really hooked by it, and I do want to keep on reading. So I'm going to read the next part and see where it takes us. just got to part 5. It's called The Happy Years, though somehow I don't think they're going to be very happy. It is a lot. A lot has happened, and I feel like the first part of the book, you sort of made to care about these characters, and you want the best for them, and then all this horrible stuff happens, and it's just awful. But I want to keep reading because the writing's really good, and I'm still living in hope it gets better for him. Though I think that might be a bit naive of me. I have 3 sections left, I think, so I'm gonna keep reading and get to the end and just see what happens. Hopefully it picks up, but we'll see. So, update time. I've just finished part 5. I'm going into part 6. I really thought the end of part 5 was going to be happy, quite positive towards the end, but then this massive event's just happened, and to be honest, I need a bit of time to process it. But I also want to keep reading because I'm hooked now. I'm into the last 100 pages and I really, really want to see what happens with these characters. I am so invested in their lives. I need to know at this point, so I really want to see where it goes from here. Hopefully the book will have a happy ending, but I'm not sure whether it will or not at this point, to be honest. So it is getting really late, but I'm on to the last section and I literally have 20 pages left, so I'm going to read through to the end and see what happens, and I'll do an update at the end. Just finished A Little Life and I got so invested in these characters. I couldn't put the book down. I really needed to know where the story was going, and I feel like as a reader I went on a roller coaster of emotions. There was some really happy parts, there was some really sad parts, and if you do want to read this, I have said this previously, but please read the trigger warnings. I feel like this is the sort of book different people will react to differently. I've seen a lot of conflicting opinions online, but like I say, I did really enjoy it. It was really, really well written, and the characters, for me, were just written really well. I felt so sorry for Jude for the majority of this, and I was really willing him to have a happy ending, and when he didn't I was so sad. But it is written absolutely beautifully. So everybody, that is the end of my reading vlog for A Little Life. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, please like, comment and subscribe underneath. And if you like these types of videos, please let me know, because I'm hopefully going to be doing more of them. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all again next week.